Pozdrav svima, polako ćemo da počnemo sa našim live tokom. Sada ćemo da pozovemo request to join, ovako se to search. Pa ćemo da vidimo dok ćemo stići. Dok ode taj poziv do Holandije, trajeće par sekundi. Nadam se da će nam tehnologija biti, da će surađivati sa nama, da nećemo tih problema. Okay. Accept. Dobro, pozdrav Aida. I imamo dobro. Dok se mi polako okupljamo, ja želim da vi pošaljete vaša pitanja. Evo i Zdenke.
Dobro večer, Sarajevo.
Dobro večer. Holandija, u kojem se gradu u Holandiji?
Ja sam u Leidenu.
Leider, ok, dobar dan, dobro večer, Leider.
Dobro večer. To je malo između Haga i Amsterdama.
Dobro, lijepo. Tamo se već dugo vremena, tako?
Čekaj da izračunamo.
Niste rođena tamo?
91.
Pa da, to je to. To ste godine. Dobro, hvala tebi.
Hvala tebi, meni ovo mnogo se sviđa što si nas ovako pokupio da onako podelimo, pošto sam veoma inspirisana šta se sve dešava u Sarajevu i kako si lepo publiku skupio zajedno i evo sad joga opet spaja nešto.
Uvijek hvala ti na lijepim rečima, ja znam i vjerujem da i ti isto radiš istu stvar u svojoj komuni, u svojoj zajednici, da okupljaš ljude i da dijeliš svoju strast i ljubav sa drugima.
Pa jeste, ja mislim kako si danas lepo napisao, kad počneš je sve to nekako tražiš sebe i tražiš taj neki moment kad ćeš se složiti u sebi, kad nema ali kad ovo dobijem ili kad ovo uradim, onda će biti okej, nego tako je bar kod mene počelo iz neke muke.
Ista stvar, da.
Što više učiš se, imaš osjećaj u stvari da ništa ne znaš.
A to je jedna od tih starih izreka ili ti mudrosti kad kažeš što više znam, vidim da ništa ne znam, jer što više učim, mislim da manje ne znam. Dobro, ovako. Znaš kako bi bilo najbolje? Da ovo sve možemo staviti jedno 30 sekundi ili minutu, onda bi svi to pogledali. Ali će ovo da potraje malo duže, tako ko ima vremena i strpljenja ne gleda iz jednog dijela ili iz više dijelova. Jer danas svi smo ograničeni na 15 sekundi, 30 sekundi, minutu maksimalno i naš time of attention ide dalje. Tako da mi ćemo da napravimo jedan uvod, ti nam dolaziš, ja se mnogo radujem tvom dolasku u Sarajevo i da održiš taj jednodnevni seminar, nadam se da ćemo i plesati navečer i to je u planu. I također želim da ima nekih pitanja koja su došla, da o njima isto odvojim malo vremena, tako da ne duljimo previše, ali da to ne bude ni šturo, ni kratko. Uglavnom, ako želiš nešto o sebi da kažeš, ja najviše ne volim taj dio, kao predstavlja se. Predstavljam se cijeli život i sve se to mijenja. I da se pričamo o tvojoj prošlosti, mislim, to je iza mene, ali eto, ako želiš nešto kažeš o sebi, molim te, izvoli. I hvala svima koji će da šalju pitanja koja već nisu poslali.
Da, hvala još jednom na ovom organizovanju. Ja verujem isto da neki ljudi odavde će da se pridruže sa moje strane, tako da so if there are any questions in English, please welcome, because we weren't sure how we're going to combine all this together, but let's open this field for whatever comes.
Exactly. Since you're coming to Bosnia, so you're going to host the live in Bosnian or local language. But if there are any questions in English, we are going to be happy to answer and talk about it. But if there are any questions in Dutch, then you're going to have to take care of that.
Yeah, let's see what comes.
Sure.
Dobro, onda ću na našem da nastavim, ali ako bude nekih pitanja, uletet ćemo, valjda.
Naravno.
Pa kao što sam ti rekla, ja sam mislila da sam ja kao radila neku jogu kao dugo vremena, pre nego što sam upala nekako u taj prvi kurs. Ja inače sam rođena na Malom Lošinju u Hrvatskoj, ali sam odrasla u Beogradu do svoje 17. godine i onda sam se preselila na zapad sa svim lepim i lošim što mi je dato. I u tom svom putu bilo je tu dosta traženja sebe i kao što sam malo pre rekla, traženja nekog mira i spokoja i jednostavno ako pričamo o jogi, ja prvi put kad sam radila jogu se sećam koliko sam se izvinjavala samoj sebi, koliko sam nesposobna u stvari.
Poznat mi je taj osjećaj.
Ali sam stvarno osjetila nešto se desilo i taj put je naravno me toliko uhvatio da sam ja 2-3 puta dnevno radila jogu po 2-3 sata i jednog momenta sam jednostavno imala tu glad da saznam šta je sad ovo i o čemu se to radi, bez ikakve namere da ja nešto sad dajem časove, pošto nisam ja neko ko sad nešto bi rado bio pred ljudima ili davali neke prezentacije, uopšte nisam videla sebe tako. Ali to se nekako išlo svojim putem i imala sam sreće da sam upoznala par veoma bogatih učitelja. Moj prvi stvarno početak učenja joge je bio negde u 2012. godine i baš sam intensno radila i u Indiji. Moj učitelj je Rošan, u Rišikešu sam dosta radila sa njim Govinda Kaj, on je baš aštangi, dugo sam, to je jedan moj veoma velik učitelj. Isto ovdje u Holandiji imam Kim koja me toliko daje mi ogledalo u svemu tome. Tako da je bilo tu mnogo pomeranja koje mi je dato, koje me kao smestilo negde na svoje mesto i to jednostavno to tako počelo da ide i nastaviš jednostavno, postane ti to oblikovanje i to razgledanje sebe svakodnevno. Znači, joga nije samo to što vidimo na Asuri, na toj mat, nego to je samo garaža, to je samo moment gde ugledamo neke stvari u tom unutrašnjem svijetu i onda se žvaće dalje.
Da, kao neki tehnički pregled automobila, ali mi to radimo svaki dan.
Pa da. I radi se meni je najviše, ja nisam za neki stil određen i ja sam malo onako, kako se kaže, nevođeni projektil. Vidim stilove joge kao stilove, na primjer, nekog brenda. Ti gledaš u stvari, kad kupiš jaknu ili kad kupiš haljinu, ne nosiš tu haljinu, nego uzimaš nešto autentično u tebi izdaje ili možda kamuflira ili daje neku tihost da proradiš.
Da, baš tako. Divno, ok. Ukratko ćemo da samo nam daš malo informacija o ovom dolasku i o onome na čemu ćemo da radimo kada budeš tu u radionici, ali nemoj da im puno otkrivaš ti tajnici. Malo im samo reci, nek budu malo zaintrigirani da bi došli da osjete.
Da, to mi je baš ono lepo i mislim da je tu to što ćemo 21. septembra doživjeti u Sarajevo, meni je plod joge. Znači, ja sam baš uz tradiciju joge, ne znam, mislim, ljudi su poznati naravno sa konceptom koše i 8 udova joge, ali se nešto tu dešava sa ljudskim bićem. Mi, na primjer, kad pogledamo u jednostavnosti, šta se tu dešava u stvari? Kad dođemo na tu prvi dan, ja se sećam prvog časa, onda imaš nekog vodiča tamo i on kaže ovu levu petu dole ili spusti ta ramena ili istegli prste ka napolju. I sve to nekako kao ponavlja. A što u stvari kaže, gledaj sebe. To gledanje je meni veoma posebno.
Da, i to ne očima.
Ne. U stvari, sad je to isto pitanje. Ima tu toliko tih slojeva, baš to što kažeš. Jer na kraju u svom tom uvidu, kao što vidimo, na primjer, ta aštanga ima 3 dela, ta bahiranga sadana, antaranga sadana i antaratma sadana. To je gledati na sebe, na prirodu i na božanstvo kroz slojeve materije. Znači, koliko je nešto koliko nešto ima najmanje prostora i što ima najviše prostora. Tako da mi idemo kroz svijest isto gledajući na svoje biće, od materije, energije, do misli i do ove tišine, ovog polja.
Lijepo rečeno.
I to se meni sve povezuje, ja volim isto, pošto meni je najteže, još uvijek mi je misli, to toliko ide i to dok se ne združi s time, mnogo je teško.
Najteži dio joge, mislim da je teško asanu izvesti neku i postići neku asanu, ali ili sjesti, disati pranajamu, međutim kad se već dođe do dhyane, to je već jako duboko. I najteži dio.
Jeste, ti misliš svašta o sebi, a to baš te misli. I šta sam ja sam u stvari, meni pomaže da ja stavim misli na posao, da im zanimanje, ili što se tiče sanskrita, da mnogo teško stavim da ja razmišljam kako se to izgovara, kako to sve ide i onda se to nekako složi negde, a i volim isto nauku. I što sam ja za sebe uvidela je da kroz to gledanje joge da ti u stvari počinješ da gledaš na stvari na više dimenzijama. Naprimjer, recimo sad imaš neki problem i to ćemo raditi 21. Svako je pozivam sve da dođu sa nekim nekom temom ili nekim problemom. Da li je to veza ili da li je to možda neka asana ili da li je to možda familija. Uzme neki problem i sada ćemo proći kroz taj problem, kroz 9 uglova gledišta.
Divno, divno, mnogo se radujem.
I to je u stvari isto ta neuroelastičnost, što kažu.
Da. Odlično.
To je malo to i možda zaplešemo, da vidimo ko može da se opusti skroz. Možda bude i osjetljivo, ali isto veoma izazovno, jer šta je najteže nego zatvoriti oči i staviti nešto na oči, da ništa ne vidiš i predati se da te neko vodi u ples.
Da, samo da budemo jasni, znači radionica će biti u toku dana, nećemo plesati, pošto ima neki koji još nisu spremni za ples, a onda koji budu htjeli da dođu, onda ćemo to raditi predeče i nekada i tako. Samo da se zna da plesanja neće biti kada budemo radili radionicu i kada budemo išli duboko unutar naše psihe i svih tih slojeva naših koša.
Da. To su dve posebne stvari i bit će tu puno, ja volim kroz te slojeve, kao što kažeš, da radim. I tela će biti i disanja i smeha i šta god je meni dato, s tim ćemo se igrati.
Taj dan, baš tako. Imamo sada request, can you speak more in English? So, ajmo malo se prebaciti na engleski, nešto malo da ispunimo i ovu želju.
Yes, welcome Monique. Yes, we were doubting like which language we will take, but if you have any questions, just feel free to type your questions and just let's take all with us. And I think that is also for every class and every gathering in yoga, especially as space holders, maybe Mike, we like to see what is living. You know, often we see on people like you know, what is happening, maybe in asana or maybe in some challenging pieces, but please welcome with all questions. We love to receive.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this kind of talks, that we get community to join in and to bring their questions. And that opens up the whole new field of this live talk. So yes, all questions are welcome. English, Dutch, or I don't know, or Serbo-Croatian. You know, it's like Bosnian, Croatian, Serbian. It's all craziness. But anyway, so any questions?
It all comes together.
At the end, yes, for sure. Okay, so anything else about the workshop?
No, I think it's a lot of basics of yoga, but really from tradition. And so we have this 9-dimensional awakening of 9-dimensional awareness. That is a big cake to grasp. We will have different perceptions of awareness, and also to really dive deep into some themes or problems and to uncover the ideas. We have this saying in yoga, like most famous definitions, yoga roda, is like, you know, it's okay to change your mind if some idea is not working, you know. Sometimes, I don't know, do you have that, Mike? Sometimes, especially when we are emotional, like we get stubborn, like, oh, I'm correct, I'm right. And then you wake up like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah, those were the struggles that I had for many years at the beginning. You know, the mind or my ego was always trying to look at the problem and give me a solution at the same time. And it was like craziness. So at the one point, I'm just looking at my ego saying, oh, this is a problem, and then the other guy saying, oh, I have a solution for you. So it's
It's a lot of me, inside.
exactly. So but at this point now, I'm just at peace, watching, observing, and feeling sensations. How do I feel about situation or a subject that comes up? So
Can you share a little bit about your background? So I see that you are traveling to Bali and doing also a retreat. So you have your place in Sarajevo and traveling around. So tell me a little bit more, like what is your passion? What drives you? And how did you end up here?
how did I end up here? You mean in this bodysuit? In this
Whatever
form?
comes.
um, I lived in the States for many years, and same like you, people change out of inspiration or desperation. I was desperate to change my life and my lifestyle. So I was doing many things, playing sports and going to the gym. And then I went to my first yoga class, and I was devastated how little I can do. And I'm like, what is this? So I started with different vinyasa classes, went to different studios. I lived in Boston, Massachusetts. But every time I would go to a class or after the class, I felt that something was missing for me. And I thought it was me, or maybe there was a studio or a teacher. So I changed many studios just for the experience of it. And I finally came, or Ashtanga came to me, or I came to Ashtanga. And to me, that was it. That personal touch, individual approach really worked for me. And that was a missing piece of puzzle for me. So that was, my first yoga class, I think, was 2008, something like that. And but before that, out of my desperation, I went to a 10-day Vipassana class, not knowing what it was. that was
Oh God.
that was one of the most painful experiences in my life. Painful for my mind and my ego. So on the day 3 or 4, I wanted to run away. And you know what I'm
I can
talking
relate.
about. And then day 7 was another crisis. I also wanted to quit and go, but luckily I stayed. Being stubborn sometimes pays off. It's a good thing. So anyway, so after that experience, and that was at the same time when Eckhart Tolle released his book, New Earth. So everything kind of came together for me. And ever since, I never looked back. Although I tried to go back to my old world, and I would stay with my friends, or coffee shop or a restaurant or a bar, and after like 15-20 minutes I just feel I don't belong here anymore. I just wanted to go somewhere else, and not knowing where I'm going, it was scary, but knowing what I'm leaving behind was something I don't want to go back to. So it's like I'm left with no kind of choice than to move forward. And after Vipassana, I started yoga, asana practice, and found Ashtanga in early 2010. And then in 2010, 2011 season, I was in Mysore. Like in a year, I went to India to practice with Sharad Joyce, because Patami passed a couple of years earlier, 2009, I think he passed. So I practiced with Sharad for a couple of months in 2010. Then I made another 3 more trips to India. So, that's why I'm here. And my passion is really, really my practice and sharing it with people. That's my love. That's my life. That's how
Not
it is.
one bites the dust.
Exactly. And I've been here for now almost 15 years in Sarajevo, and it was tough at the beginning, but now it's a beautiful journey, and yoga is growing in the city. There are many more studios opening, so it's a beautiful thing to see the change within me as a practitioner and as a teacher. Also to see the change in the city and the country, that yoga is coming into Belgium and really helping people live healthier lives, make better choices, and look at the things from a different perspective, as you mentioned earlier. So,
beautiful.
Thank you.
I also like how you separate practitioner of a teacher.
Yeah.
And it's kind of inner world and outer world, serving
Right.
and serving yourself, serving others. But it's happening a lot, and I feel I'm really happy about it. Also, I saw in Belgrade. I don't go very often. Mike Yoga, best yoga I see here.
Thank
So
you, Ada.
nice to share this, and also teaching, like, it's kind of I don't know how you see that. The more you do it, the more humbleness you learn to have. You see people going, it's very delicate, it's very delicate work, and you see people going through very naked, vulnerable phases, and it's so precious to hold that space in any options that we can come with, right?
And on top of that, we are different every day. We are not humanoids. We are not robots to function to be cheery and happy every day. We have our ups and downs and mood swings and difficult days. And I try not to project that onto my students. When I feel down, I don't try to touch, like when I teach Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga, I don't try to do many assistance and many adjustments. I know my state of being, and I don't want to project that energetically onto others.
Yeah, that is so valuable, or being mindful about it.
Yeah.
I feel also it's a big difference when you're in your own practice, you kind of really are busy with yourself, and when you're not, you're being busy with serving.
Right.
And not in truth, like because it's really like the more you know, the more for me the biggest discovery is kind of realization that everything that every possibility for ourselves, like every shape or form or every habit or every way of life is already here.
Yeah.
In this field, and then you don't link to the truth so often, It's like, oh, whatever, I do my best,
Especially nowadays, when again we are just polluted by so many things with the air and the city noise and the cars and the water and just the different frequencies that they project upon us. So it's really hard to find that peace of mind. So for me, going to the nature, as you did today, is the healing. Because if you look around us, everything is square. The door, the laptop, the phone, a picture frame, your towel, it's all square. And you look at the nature, there are no squares.
Mm-hmm.
And then your whole perspective changes. You see like a real thing. We build the cities on the nature. So we remove the nature and we build the city. So now we live in the squares. And that's like in the, the metaphor from the Matrix movie, the grid. And it's like, yeah. So It's very
You know what is for me also very nice discovery? Like sometimes I see myself like really in trouble, in struggle, in around certain things in life, especially now with all wars and all what is happening. I'm
tough.
so triggered. I'm so triggered, and then I ask myself, in reality, the most abstract reality, there is nothing there. There is all, because I am watching it. I cannot let go. I go so deep in it. Why do I do that? You know, um, and I discovered that same as in asana, like, oh, my hip does not work. I feel so stiff there. But when you go deeper and understand, like, why do I do certain things that I do? Um, Often you see that there is something beautiful behind it, or your gift, or something that only you can see in a certain way. There was this guy I always used to use this example. That's why I use it always in the class. I say, your trouble is your gift. Your suffering is your gift, actually. So there
all
was
matter
this
of
guy.
perspective.
What did you say?
It's an all matter of perspective, how you look at things.
Yes, exactly.
Because what we see with our eyes and hear with our ears is just the electromagnetic field comes in and then sends the output out, and output usually is our conditioning.
Yes. And this guy, he was so gifted in Sanskrit and chanting and mantras, and he could do like all Bhagavad Gita and all sutras, like all verses, and name them and split them and everything about it. He was a former lawyer. So I know him from India, and once I was on the phone with him. I really like these talks. Sometimes it's endless, and he
Exactly.
was so he was so passionate about Sanskrit, but he was also very a little suffering how we Western people deal with those teachings, and or not to deal with those teachings, or maybe not deal in the right way. And he could not let go, and he was like repeating that is the wrong way, and I really felt like he was struggling in it. And I told him, but don't you realize it is your gift, eh? Actually, what you're saying, that we have no clue what we're doing, eh? And you do. So instead of being troubled with it, I feel this is your gift to teach different way,
Yep.
And yeah, don't irritate, meditate.
Right. I mean, in yoga, we get also kind of lost on our journey when we are caught up in the dogma, or my way is the right way and your way is the wrong way. And that was me first, I don't know, 4 or 5 years of yoga, being in Ashtanga exclusively. And then my whole world changed when I met Ramaswamy, Srivatsa Ramaswamy, and I took the Vinyasa Krama teacher training, and that really changed my perspective. I still love Ashtanga yoga. I still practice that. I haven't found a better system or path to transformation, but that changed my perception of asana practice. So it's good to sometimes get out of our routine and try something different, and see how you feel about it. And I think that your coming to Sarajevo is going to give also a fresh look at the yoga and the practice. And it's not all about asana.
For me,
Asana,
definitely not.
asana is just to sit down to prepare us so we don't have any pains and aches, to prepare us for the pranayama and meditation. But also, of course, asana has many, many, many benefits, and we all in the West need it, because we are not in India sitting down and squatting many hours a day because we stand or sit on,
Yeah.
in chairs and couches. So
Yeah, definitely. I feel asana is like really must do daily thing, but it's not about the brand, you know, because you know how I see styles. Sometimes you can feel like very low in your system, maybe close, maybe depressed, maybe lazy. Then it's not very useful to do yin yoga, you know. You have to put some fire in that system. Do
right.
ashtanga or vinyasa or sometimes when you're up, you know, when you're all you know, some ashtangis, you know, they can be stressful to go, you know, 6 days in the week, eh? Just
Right.
moon day, skip it. No, go. And they get like burned out, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to chill down.
And injuries happen in that way too.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's all about why, you know, not what you do, but why do you do things you do?
Exactly. Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you come to the practice? Is it about the asana? Then, in my opinion, you might look at your needs or your reasons why do you practice yoga. Because for us in the West, what do we really know about yoga? It's all new to us. This is not part of our DNA. This is not part of our culture. This is not, you know, but it feels good to most Westerners just because we don't have that in us. And we want to feel peace. We want to feel freedom in our body. We want to be able to move at the age of 60, 70, or 80 with ease, but not with the crutches and the painkillers, you know, with the medicine and stuff. So that's why yoga is being now spread wide, and with that also comes the downfall of it, that people are, you know, misusing it or abusing it in a way, abusing the yoga itself and abusing students. So there are many things. I think it's very important that people find what resonates with them.
Yeah, exactly. And that is so valuable that you mentioned that. You know, I always tell to in the groups, you know, don't, there is no truth here. My teacher in India says also, don't accept anything, don't reject anything, but hold all possibilities.
Correct.
And in that approach, you don't believe. You don't want people to believe. You want them to understand. And that is a deeper inquiry. That is the awareness. That is not the reaction on the circumstances. And you know, I always tell people, you know, it's never about the teacher, you know, it's about you. And as long as you take that responsibility for yourself, you are open to you know, find this oneness that we started and this coming together to yoke within all your layers, and to learn to accept yourself and to learn to love yourself, you know. That
So
is so hard, eh? To learn to
that's the
love
that's the
yourself
first that's the
genuinely.
first sutra of Buddhas. Self-love came first, and then second one was watch. Watch it now, watch tomorrow, and watch it every day. But the self-love was the first thing that he spoke of. So I think that you're absolutely right, that you need to love yourself. And that's something that we are not taught. No one is teaching self-love. They teach us to love your teacher at the school, love your country, love your president, love your mother, love your father, love your partner, love your priest, love your God. But what about you?
It almost feels selfish, eh?
Yeah.
When we talk about it like that. But you know, how could you possibly, you know, say that you are compassionate or that you can love somebody else if you don't love yourself? If you
Impossible.
don't accept like my nice parts and maybe not so nice parts,
Correct.
you know?
Correct. So we're gonna have some questions in Bosnian. Maybe we can mix it up and then talk about in English as well.
Yes,
So let's see
you're
how that
welcome.
goes. Anyways, I mean, before we go to the Q&A, I wish that, I hope more people will join in with the questions. But to begin with, prvo pitanje, first question, glasi, ko sam ja izvan tijela, misli i emocija i kako mogu direktno doživjeti taj svoj istinski identitet?
So beautiful question.
So we will answer it in Bosnian. I'll read the question in English, and if people have questions about the question, we can talk in English. But I would like to talk about this in our local language. So who am I out of my body, my thoughts, my emotions, and how can I directly experience my truth, my real identity? So that's the question. So let's talk in this Balkan language first.
Okay. Ja mislim kada se krene na ovaj put joge, da treba imati malo ludosti u sebi, imati malo hrabrosti u sebi. Jer recimo sada, da kažemo baš samo za ovaj moment, ajde recimo sada sve što znam o sebi, sve što sam naučila o životu i sve što sam osjetila da jeste ili osjetila da nije. Samo da parkiramo, samo za ovaj moment. Sve ideje, što smo imali, možda neke dobre ideje ili loše ideje, samo za ovaj moment da stavimo tu pored sebe.
Da.
I onda vidiš da ima tu jedno kao tišina, neježnost neka, gde možemo da obratimo pažnju na to.
Da. Znači, izvan tijela i misli i emocija postoji čista svjesnost. Ono ko smo mi, ko posmatrač. A naš um je svjedok onog što se dešava. A ovo je, tu svjedoči onom što je unutra nas. I prostor, to je prostor u kojem koji posmatra to sve vanjsko što se dešava. Ali taj identitet se jednostavno ne može objasniti intelektom. To intelekt ne može da razumije. To je iskustvo lično koje doživiš i kroz tišinu i kroz prisutnost i kroz svjedočenje svih tih vanjskih stvari, a da mi se ne povezujemo sa njima, mi smo to direktni doživljaj, direktno iskustvo toga. Znači, razdvojiti vanjsko i unutarnje. A vanjsko je naša čula, koja to sve vidi, a ovo unutarnje je ono što mi jesmo. Taj direktni doživljaj tog prisustva.
A meni je posebno isto što pažnja može da radi. Recimo sada da je i unutra i spoljno sve jedno. I sada recimo da, na primjer, ok, ja sad gledam, izgleda da ja gledam svojim očima. Recimo da ja sada, da sve nekako postane magla i da moja, ona tiha pažnja, ona najnežnija pažnja se uperi ka tišini dok pričamo sada. I da vidimo da li možemo tu tišinu da uvidimo sa tom najnežnijom pažnjom, čak i u zvuku i u rečima. I tu ima kao, kad malo sve to bude kroz maglu, ali samo ta pažnja da ostane tu i ta prisutnost da ostane tu koja dodiruje tu tišinu kao neko polje izgleda možda.
Da, divno.
Ima možda, ne znam ni da li ima neki oblik ili početak ili kraj, to polje.
To je sada ego koji traži supstancu.
Pa možda se i dešava tamo negde daleko, znaš, možda vidiš kao neka dešavanja tamo, ali vidiš da ti je ta prisutnost i ta tišina nekako malo naprijed, a ovo je sve malo tamo pozadi u magli, znaš.
Da,
I ta
da.
prisutnost, to je toliko delikatno, to je toliko nežno i kao da osjetiš, na primjer, vibraciju srca koji gleda u to.
Da, ili kad osjetiš kada ti lepiš na dlan, on je tu, ali ništa ne osjetiš koliko je on lagan. Ali znaš da stoji na tvojoj ruci. Možda je to slično tome o čemu ti pričaš, možda i nije, ne znam.
Svašta ima tu da se vidi. A zamisli ono samo, mislim, mi smo tako lijepo došli na ovaj svijet, znaš. Tako smo lijepo došli na ovaj svijet i kad pričamo o celini, jel cijela priča ovog tvog pitanja ili to, ne znam čije to pitanje, je kako naći najčistiju svoju celinu. Ja mislim da verujem da je, jer ono od momenta kad smo rođeni, mama i tata kažu pazi ovo, ne ovo je ovo, i onda uđemo u tu dualnost i od tog momenta smo prodani mislima. A kad samo praktikujemo da tu pažnju i tu prisutnost ostavimo u tom čistom polju, i onda osjetiš da si još uvijek tu. Iscijeljen skroz i ceo i na ovoj plavoj planeti, tek tako.
Da, lijepo rečeno. Ok, imamo još jedno pitanje. Jesi spremna?
Ajde.
O tome smo već malo porazgovarali dok smo pričali o ovom prethodnom pitanju. Da li je unutrašnji mir stanje koje se stiče praksom ili je to naša prirodna suština koja se otkriva kad utišamo um?
Ja mislim da je uviđenje, jednostavno ukapiraš jednog momenta, ali moraš biti sam. Moraš biti toliko lud da budeš svaki dan sam sa sobom i da telo upoznaš kako funkcioniše i da energiju upoznaš kako funkcioniše misli kao u Vipassani, da stvarno ideš duboko. To ti je duboka operacija sebe.
Da.
I onda dođeš do te intuicije, kad pričamo o tim slojevima, prvo to što vidiš, onda to što osjetiš, onda to što razmišljaš, onda to što znaš tek i onda to što jesi. I znaš, nije sad to jedini put joge, mislim, neki ljudi ostanu kod asane i to je, znaš, svi imamo svoju karmu i to je joga.
Tako je.
Kad pričamo o nekim, otko znam, bar što je meni olakšalo život, znaš, a kad pričamo o nekom miru, meni je jednostavno neko uviđenje da ukapiraš da si već tu.
Da, taj mir u nama već postoji, samo kroz, mi moramo, kao što se rekla, biti sami i moramo raditi neke vježbe kao joga, što uključuje i pranajame i meditaciju, da utišamo tu svu buku vanjsku i onda ovu našu unutarnju i da osjetimo taj mir i da taj mir postaje duži od 1 sekunde, da osjetimo taj mir i to ističenje i 3 sekunde i taj prostor između misli da se povećava polako.
Onda bude jednostavno, kao što si rekao, uvijek je tu nekako. Priča jedno s drugim.
Pa da, mislim da je to, ono već postoji, mi smo se rodili u miru. Nemir dođe kroz te programe koji nam daju vremena. I onda više nemamo taj mir, nego imamo tu buku misli koje je najteže zaustaviti. To je bilo to moje iskustvo kroz Vipassanu, da je to zaista jedan, kao što si rekla, to je jedna velika operacija, međutim ti nemaš ni anestezije, niti, nego je uživo. Tako da...
Vipassana je, ja mislim, isto jedna od... Mislim, ja volim isto veoma kundalini jogu i tu isto ima dosta dubine da se nađe, ali Vipassana je baš jedna posle asana. Mislim da ne treba svi raditi Vipassanu ako nemaju taj grounding u bodywork, što se kaže. Može čak i biti opasno, ali mislim, posle asane, kad ima neko baš steady practice, da je jedna stvar koju bi svakom poželjela da se ubije.
Da, definitivno. To je bilo moj prvi osjećaj. Ovo treba svi da rade, pogotovo takozvani vladari ove planete i predsjednici tih država ili kako god da se nazovu. Njima to treba. Jer oni biti... Nećemo sada o politici. Tu nećemo ići.
Revolucija.
Da. Još jedno pitanje. Može li prava sloboda postojati bez vezivanja za materijalni svijet i vanjske okolnosti?
Isto je veoma pametno pitanje, interesantno pitanje. Ja mislim da materijalno je potrebno. Jer pogotovo na ovom putu, u ovoj spiritualnosti, mislim, ego je veoma, što se kaže, namazan. Pogotovo ako ti ne ide sve lako u materijalnom ovom životu, znači u tvom poslu, u porodici, u vezi, znači ako nisi slegnut tamo, vidiš da ljudi mogu da odlete negdje u tralalaj. Mislim da je sve, ali bukvalno sve što dodirnemo u ovom životu ili što nas dodirne je tu da se zagrli. I sloboda prvo se nađe unutra i onda se zrači napolju kroz naša dela, kroz riječi, kroz našu karmu koju smo prvo sažvakali unutra. Jer verujem da u stvari i ja sam bila u situacijama, pogotovo posle Vipassane, jednostavno da znaš, možeš da ostaneš u nekoj tišini, ništa te ne smeta. Znaš, ali na drugu stranu ima neki razlog zašto smo dobili ovo tijelo, koliko je to lijepo i što smo dobili našu porodicu i što smo dobili možda neki posao i što smo dobili neki svoj dar ili što smo dobili neku svoju muku, znaš.
Sve su to iskustva u koji smo došli ovdje.
Da, tako da telo, mislim, zato je meni joga toliko inteligentna i ta štanga, kao mislim, štanga kao 8 limbs, ne samo kao asana practice, to je toliko inteligentno napravljeno da ti jednostavno ideš kroz materiju, ka energiji, ka fokusu, ka meditaciji, ka realizaciji. Znači, oni ti ne kažu idi odmah na meditaciju. Ili ne kaže ti idi u meditaciju i nemoj se tamo vratiti. Ne, it's all included.
Tako je, da, taj put je kroz Ashtanga jogu po Patanjaliju vrlo je logičan i jednostavan, nije lak, ali mislim da treba stvoriti plodno tlo da bi se ta informacija primila i da bi mi mogli da živimo tu informaciju. Jer ta sloboda i to je, shvatimo da ništa vanjsko ne može trajno definisati moju vrijednost, moj mir ili moju sreću. Mogu ja proći kroz neke teške situacije, ali to ne definiše ono što sam ja, moju bit.
Da, to isto, meni isto jezici su mi veoma interesantni. Kad kažeš ovo radim, a ovo jesam. To je toliko jasno. Znaš, svi smo mi nekako zbunjeni kad kažeš, ajde, ko si ti? Dobro, ja sam Zdenka, ja sam isto SatyaSimran, ja sam predavač joge, ma nisam ja to, to ja radim, to mi se dešava. Pre toga sam isto bila negde.
Da. Još jedno pitanje i mislim da je to što se tiče pitanja. Šta znači živjeti u potpunoj prisutnosti? I kako tu prisutnost ili kako se ta prisutnost odražava u svakodnevnim odnosima, partnerskim ili u svakodnevnom životu? Znači, što je možda i nemoguće, ali je moguće. Ja sada ne razmišljam o ničemu osim o našoj komunikaciji, ne razmišljam o prošlosti niti o budućnosti, znači sada sam tu s tobom u ovom trenutku. I sada kako kroz ono što radimo na jogi, kroz asane, kroz pranajame, kroz meditaciju, kako to prenijeti u odnose i u svakodnevni život?
Ja mislim da se to samo nekako slegne, jer šta se dešava, na primjer, mi počnemo u toj asani, jednostavno da imaš neko mišljenje o sebi kad kreneš. Ja se sećam koliko sam imala judgment. Ja ovo mogu, ja ovo ne mogu, ili ja ovo neću da probam, ili sad ću da im pokažem kako to ide. Mislim, to uvijek je nekako prisutno u svakom od nas.
Naravno.
Ali tim putem, i zašto je ta repeticija, to ponavljanje svakodnevno, zašto je to najvažnije? Jer kada ponavljaš svaki dan, onda vidiš u stvari, naravno da se telo menja, ali što ti najviše uvidiš da ono što si mislila u početku, da se to menja. Da ti se ideje u stvari menjaju. I jednog momenta dođeš u neko shvatanje, pa ništa od sebe ne treba uzimati ozbiljno. Jer ništa u meni nikad neće biti čvrsto ili stići na neko mesto. Moje telo se sve vreme menja, moje znanje se sve vreme menja, moje navike se sve vreme menjaju. Ali bukvalno nijednog momenta u životu će biti jedno te isto. Čak svaki 7 godina sa sve ćelije izmenjaju, ti si fizički bukvalno novi čovek.
Apsolutno.
Tako da mi imamo tu neku iluziju, kad smo bili mali, mama je rekla, trudi se jer ako to i to uradiš, onda ćeš to i to biti, ali to ne postoji, to je iluzija.
Totalno.
I kad shvatiš to, u stvari ne treba se uzimati uvijek za ozbiljno. Ja mislim da humor je veoma važan. I da oprostiš sebi. Sebi.
Da, to je Don Miguel Ruiz, isto jedan od njegovih 4 zakona je da ne uzimaš ništa lično.
Kad kažeš šta je to sam danas pisala o tome, ta cijela persona, to je u stvari maska.
Da.
Maska, kako te, znaš, kako ti samu sebe doživljavaš, kako te drugi doživljavaju, to su sve druge maske.
Tako je, pročitao sam to danas. Da, mislim, to su te lažne identiteti, ono što mi nismo. I kada te polako maske počnu da spadaju, onda mi dolazimo do suštine. I istinu dolazimo do tog momenta ko je svjedok, a ko je posmatrač. Sad ja kad pričam s tobom, ja sam tu koji je posmatrač i ovoga svega, a u biti ima nešto unutar mene koji posmatra mene i posmatra ovo što dešava vanje.
Ili možda je to sve jedna stvar koja posmatra sve ovo.
Moguće da je i tako, da.
Ima tu, ja mislim, toliko... Ja kažem uvek vrati na praktičnost, na svakodnevni život, što ti kažeš. Sve ono što osjetiš kao istinu u sebi, stavi u veze, stavi u familiju, stavi u telo, stavi u ono što je zašto si došao sa ovim. Ali kad pogledamo duboko, na primjer u fiziku, mislim dokazano je da ono što izglede realnost, to u stvari ne mora biti realnost, već i to vibracija koja iznutra nešto objašnjava na neki određen način, koji je nama poznat.
Tako je.
Znači, iz neke memorije se dešava taj eho, koji jednostavno daje ti to, pa ovo je ovo, ono. I što više imaš tih iskustva, realnosti se menja. Isto kad pričamo, na primjer, o prošlosti i budućnosti, to uopšte ne postoji. Na primjer, šta je prošlost? Prošlost je jedna vrsta ideje koju mi zovemo sećanje i koja se dešava ovog momenta. A budućnost je isto tako jedna od milijardu vrsti ideja koje zovemo umišljenje i koje se isto dešava ovog momenta.
Tako je.
A šta ćeš da umisliš? Sky's the limit.
Tako je. Sve se uvijek dešava u sadašnjem trenutku i život je uvijek taj koji teče i uvijek je tok, ništa nestaje i ništa nije statično osim i ništa nije jedino smrt je ta koja kad dođe, to je kraj, a ovo do tada je sve tok. I držati se nekih ideala i nekih ideja je totalno besmisleno.
Pa ne znam, znaš što sam isto, pogotovo u Vipassani, kad si to počeo, mislim, stvarno umreš tu. Ali, na primjer, kad sada, i pogotovo u ti dimenzijama, kad budemo malo duboko išli, mi bukvalno možemo pažnju da stavimo na sve živo ili neživo, što je rođeno ili što se nije još rodilo ili što je... Mislim, mi bukvalno sa pažnjom možemo da doživimo svoju smrt. Da doživimo svoje voljene koje su u tuzi tog momenta.
Da.
Isto možemo svoje unuke, na primjer, da uvidimo. I da se približimo možda tom umišljenju, u lica da vidimo. Isto kao da se vratimo u neke rane godine, da posjetiš svog 8-godišnjeg dječaka ili djevojčicu.
Da, ja baš sam imao konverzaciju sa prijateljicom, mislim da je to čak bilo juče neki dan, da ja često idem u te 7-godišnje faze mog života, od 1. do 7. godine, onda onoga čega se ne sjećam, pitam mame, onda od 7. do 14. i onda gledam šta mi se sve dešavalo u tih 7 godina, šta me je transformisalo, šta su bile najveći događaji u tom periodu. I često vrtim to. A druga stvar je što se radi u Južnoj Americi, putovanje kroz ayahuasku ili te neke plant medicine, da možeš da vidiš jasno neke stvari. Znači nije to sada neko let me get high and I want to feel good, but it's really about like Vipassana, kao Vipassana, to see things as they really are, not as you project onto them. So,
not that you think about them, yeah.
Exactly.
Jeste, to je sve. I pogotovo što kažeš kroz neke, na primjer, možda osetljive faze života. Na primjer, kad pričamo o detinjstvu, kad neko ima možda neki čvor što se tiče detinjstva, toliko je lijepo vratiti se to ako imaš neke, o tome ćemo baš duboko ići 21. septembra. Toliko je lijepo vratiti se i posjetiti neke situacije, posjetiti to lice i posjetiti te male rukice.
Da.
I pitati pitanje, imati razgovora. Isto pogledati, isto jednostavno slušati što to biće malo ima da kaže, čega se boji i čemu se nada. A isto iz odraslog ugla da ga povedeš, da pogleda možda, a kako su se drugi ponašali ili osjećali u toj situaciji. I onda si u stvari majka ili otac svom malom detetu i tu se sleže neko razumevanje da možda to dete ništa ružno nije uradilo i da je bilo uvek perfektno i tu nekako sve nekako sazri i imaš toliko više ljubavi prema sebi, isto ovom putu i ovom životu, isto jogi koja to sve daje.
Tako je.
Jer ti kada vidiš, na primjer, što se dešava ako imaš nekog coach ili psihologa ili ako je neko doživeo to u svom životu, oni te jednostavno izvode neke situacije i uperete da gledaš sa neke druge tačke gledišta, to jest neke druge percepcije i pitaju te šta je bilo, kako je bilo i šta ti misliš o tome. To je veoma dobro što se tiče izustiti, ali to radimo u tantri isto. Mislim, ima tih, što se kaže, ekspresije u tantri i povezivanja dva bića u tom settingu. Ali joga je po srži terapeutski način gde ti sam sebe vodiš kroz sve te procese.
Tako je. I imaš to lično iskustvo procesa i da, i to je interesantno pitanje kad ideš u to djetinjstvo. Kada sam ja izgubio sebe i postao ovo što jesam sada? Koji je to moment bio? Ili ono pitanje gdje prestaje plamen, a gdje počinje svjetlo vatre? To će biti isto interesantno.
Mislim da mnogo ljudi ima to pitanje. I znaš šta je meni isto? Ja volim baš ono duboko da idem sa ljudima i toliko to, budeš toliko nag sa grupom i to je meni jedna od najlakših stvari što možeš u jogi, naravno asana i sve te prakse što imamo je toliko valja stvarno naučiti sebe da budeš sam svakodnevno. Ali ovi retriti kao što ćeš ti u Baliju raditi, to je toliko veliki dar za svoju dušu.
Da.
Sa grupom i videti da u stvari svi mi praktikujemo i čistimo svoje biće i da je to veoma zdravo i da je veoma neophodno kako bi, pre nego što damo sebe svijetu i s očekivanjima i odgovornostima.
Tako je, da, mislim, moje prošle godine iskustvo, ja sam prošle godine vodio grupu na Bali i išao sam i u Maroko i ovdje po Bosni i u Hrvatskoj i svaki put mogu reći da ja mnogo naučim prije svega, a vidim da se isto grupa jako brzo poveže, kompletni stranci za 3 dana, 4 dana postanu najbolji prijatelji i za život nekada. Jer to je značenje joge i to povlačenja, odlaska u neko mjesto gdje ne moraš nositi puno maski sa sobom. Puno i ostavljaš. Majka, partnerica, šef, šta god da je. To sve ostavljaš iza sebe i ideš laganije. I još se vraćaš laganije nakon retreata. To su bar moji utisci.
Da, baš tako. Mislim, to je stvarno onaj deep reset. Kao što smo rekli u početku, ideš u garažu. Astorat je svakodnevna garaža. treba da to isto zakonski uvedemo da se mora. Ali ako ideš, to ti malo dubinsko čišćenje kad ideš na retreat.
Da, jer tu si, znaš, nemaš svakodnevnice, nemaš nikakvih obaveza, ne moraš se nikom javljati, nego jednostavno tu za sebe, sa sobom i sa grupom i dijelimo iskustva zajedno. Kroz prakse, joge, asane, kroz meditacije, kroz pranajame i kroz zajedničke obroke i priče i jako se duboko povežemo. I
baš
kao
to,
što
ide
ti-
se dublje. Ide
Da,
se
da, i kao
dublje
što
nego
ti-
površinski.
kao što si rekla, da mi svi težimo manje više isto. Da ostavim mir u sebi, da ostavim sreću u sebi, da ostavim ko sam ja, bez tih maski.
Neko kaže nešto, samo da vidim. Baš je lepo što nas ste se svi pridružili. Ne znam da li ti možeš da čitaš, Majek, ili gde ćemo sad, na koju stranu?
Na koju god želiš. Ja možda neki 50 minuta. Ako imaš neki pitanja, ja ne čitam, ne pratim to, nego samo
Samo
više...
da vidim da li ima nekih pitanja na engleskom.
Da.
Kako je vama svima koji gledate? Kako je vama, šta imate da delite o jogi možda? Let's see if there are questions in English. Thank you, Monique. So kind, I appreciate it.
So the questions can be also asked after the live is over. They can also put the questions in the comments and we'll share our opinions and our personal experiences about it, if we know.
Monique says she just started to do yoga. She's young in yoga, and yoga helps her to see things differently, and that this for her is the mind that she wants to change. For all of us, Monique, that's the biggest cake.
Exactly. There is no need to change the mind, just to change how you react to your thoughts. The problem really is in our reactions, or sometimes no reaction. But, the simple thing is, I think, just to take, 2, 3 deep breaths before you react. That changes dynamics, changes your old way of reacting. And most of the times there is really no reason to react, or to, just the silence is the loudest sometimes.
Yeah. Silence is everything. And also it's also nice to, I really like simplicity of things, like really asking clear questions to yourself, like why and what. Not the how, there are many hows, but if you say like, okay, what is my mind actually doing and why is it doing it? Like if we say, how is my mind working? My mind is kind of calculator to my circumstances, right?
Yeah.
It tells me a known story, what is happening around me, that happens automatically. 95% of the time, my mind is just reacting and telling me the stories. But this doesn't have to be truth. When you realize, like, am I thinking or is thinking happening?
Right.
If I believe that I am thinking, I'm in big trouble.
Right.
I'm in big trouble because, but if you realize like, oh, I see a glass and immediately that very first second, my mind is telling me this is glass and my opinion about it.
Right.
And I cannot stop it. I can also not predict my next thought. So I'm not thinking. It's just a reaction that is happening. So it's not who I am, it's what happens. And
Right.
when you realize that, then you don't take it seriously, especially the thoughts like, oh, I'm not good enough, or, you know, I will not be able to do that, or I don't like this person, or nobody loves me, you know? It's
Right.
not truth.
Correct. I absolutely agree with you. I had something on my mind, but I think I forgot it. But the thing is to really, as you said, observe the mind. And you're right. We are not thinking. Something else is thinking for us. Like we are not breathing. The breath is natural. We are not pumping or beating our heart. Heart is beating on its own. Yet we can change our breath. We can lengthen our breath. We can expand our lungs. And at the same time, we can quiet our mind. So it is a practice.
It's just, I think, the presence and the awareness that is looking at it in a different way. At the moment that we say, like if we take this silent field again, just put everything behind, all the opinions, and let's say I see this vision of myself, you know, this beautiful, vibrant, healthy, kind, loving, in community self, and come closer to it, and come even closer to it, and
Yeah.
just hold that attention with, that is dharana. You just come close to it, and the more you come close to it, the more you become it. Same as with your big problem or big worry, the more you look at it, the more you lose all possibilities to solve it.
Exactly. So yeah, you're right. You become it, or it becomes you, who you really are.
And then it becomes fun, huh?
Yeah.
Everything's already here. It's just, you know, the mind that give us all these opportunities, and often the mind gives us suffering to understand things that we didn't understand yet.
Correct. I mean, you mentioned the love earlier, and we can read all the books about love, and we can have a big library about with the books about love. But if you have never experienced love, then you don't know what it is. And I think just one moment of experiencing love is worth more than 100 books about the love. All the poems, all the movies, all the novels are useless unless you know personally what the love is. And definitely yoga helped me with that, and the plant medicine helped me with different kinds of medicine I experienced, helped me feel that moment. And ever since, I'm chasing it back to feel it again.
You know, as long as you see that you're chasing, that is embracing it. That is
Right.
also
Yeah.
kind of love, right?
Yeah. I mean, every time I sit to meditate, it's like, okay, I really want to connect. That's why I'm sitting here. And I sit. Sometimes the mind is so busy that it's hard to have experience of meditation. And sometimes it's easier. But, knowing that what love is the one of the biggest gifts we can have. Love to the divine and love to another human being.
Yeah, that is, I feel, the source of oneness.
Mm.
We talk also about universal truth or unified field, also God, also universe, also we have so many words for that field field of love. It's a kind of most delicate matter of existence. It's so delicate when we kind of feel it what it is. I feel it's always there. When we really feel like, what is love? If you also ask like simple question, like what is it?
Right.
Is it, where does it happen?
Can you explain it?
Yeah, I think, you know, I really like simple question, and it's kind of challenging sometimes going into intuition, and we call it akash, right? So there is this deep knowing that we can connect to. Tesla said also there is this field where I tap knowledge and strength from it daily. I know it exists. I'm not
Right.
there to prove it yet, but this is Akash. So if we come back to that silent and ask really, really clear questions to ourselves and be very honest in it,
Right.
like very naked. And let's say love, like what is love? I always think like, okay, where does it happen? When it happens,
Yeah.
it happens in me, in this field. We have even words for it, butterflies. So if it happens in me, how is being produced? Is somebody else producing it for me, or am I producing it in myself?
Yeah.
I must produce it because it happens in me. Nobody put it there. But how is being produced?
Right.
Is it my focus that have to look at something or think about something to produce it at that particular moment?
Right.
And why do I produce it?
Right.
Why do I see that dress or to see that handsome man or see that car and say like, wow, why? Is it because it's familiar to my taste? Is it about me? So we have for me, you know, it must be me.
True. So true. It's simple question usually that goes the deepest.
But that also is same thing for the suffering, huh? And for the anger or irritation, like same order. Where does it happen?
Right.
Yeah, me. Who is
Exactly.
producing it?
Exactly. Same.
And then you have to kind of step up and take responsibilities, you know, and own it and flush it and breathe it.
Exactly. And yeah, but that's again the beauty of what we do. Really ask these simple questions and meditate on them. When I come to the yoga mat, okay, so let me do some sun salutations and see how my body feels, and then I'll proceed from there. But my intention is to really discover something new, to see if I can hold my focus on my drishti, on my gazing point. Can I hold my focus on my sama, breath, equal breathing? Am I looking around? Like that's a daily, as you said, coming to the garage and fixing all these things every day.
Yeah. Balancing the perfection in action.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, there is so much, you know, I think the simplicity of it is so valuable also because, of course, when we have this serving of teaching and also our own path in, because, you know, you can go all over the place in that practice. You know, you have the plant medicine, you have the Vipassana, it goes deeper and more abstract and I feel it's so valuable when teachers can make it simple,
Right.
and to recognize the phases of what is needed. In Dutch we say docent, doseren. So teacher is said docent. It gives doses
Of
needed,
medicine.
and that is yes, and that is I think is because the awakening of nine-dimensional awareness we have also in coaching form, in retreat form that we will do in September in Sarajevo, but also as a 12-week challenge
Program.
And when we talk about one-on-one coaching, you go back to tradition. You know, the old gurus, it was one-on-one work. And
Always.
the knowledgeable teachers, they can recognize, they can scan you like in a second and see where you are in your state of body, state of energy, state of mind, state in your wisdom. And they give you like, you know, it's so valuable to meet pure teachers. And
Oh yeah, and so rare
can,
now.
Yeah, yes, that can recognize your system and to give you not from themselves, but to give the best option, not truth, to give best option that really comes from the purest heart, you know.
Right.
I can really, yeah, there are some rare teachers that give you that feeling. And yesterday I read something, you know, to trust is kind of even bigger than to love, you know.
Can one go without the other?
Eventually everything is same and nothing exists, of course, but I feel if you seek for love, you cannot seek for love. It's just who you are. I think everybody is that when you realize. It's not like a trait, you know.
That's right.
Oh, I give you so much, so you give me that much.
Right.
I feel the love, especially when we talk about relationship. Just look at the word relationship, is to relate. Relate, right. What does it mean? Do we really relate to one another, you know? Do I really see my beloved as he is, you know, and without my projection and wanting to change or to whatever.
Yeah. How to relate to the other if you don't have a relationship with yourself?
Yeah.
And that's our work. And you know, you're right. The teachers, you know, the teacher is there really to show you the path. I mean, there are teachers who show you the path. Okay, this is how you do Trikonasana, and this is how you do whatever asana. But you have to walk it. You have to do it. But there are also teachers who see you that you're walking the path, and they say, okay, now you're ready to step up. Let me hold your hand, and I lift you up, and now there is a new path opened up, and now walk again, discover. And again, you go and you walk and you discover, and then again, you kind of get stuck, and hopefully another teacher will recognize that and lift you up so you can start climbing up those stairs to the 9th level of dimensions of your workshop.
And sometimes, you know, you need to be poked. And
for sure.
Sometimes you need a gentle hand, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. It's a sensitivity and knowledge of a teacher to see that and to, you know, poke you when it's needed and to be gentle when it's needed. But I also think that, you know, it's a two-way communication. We need to relate to each other, teacher-student relationship.
Yes.
You know, there has to be an open channel of communication. We are not fortune tellers. We cannot read people's minds. But if you give me a hint, then I know, okay, maybe I can help. Maybe I'll just leave you alone today. Your practice can be just some salutations and a half an hour shavasana.
Yeah, whatever comes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just if you know why, then we're good.
Exactly. Exactly. Any more questions out there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So
We have tomato.
huh?
It's really nice, vibrant to talk. Sometimes you're strict when I need it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know that. Thank you for
beautiful.
embracing it, Monique. That is so. You know, we talked. Sometimes it's so valuable when I feel that, especially when you're years in this practice, that you always kind of look for your pure intention the best you can. And when you choose to serve or to give, whatever that means, trust is so valuable to have that relationship together, because you're not talking. You're talking just to give same thing that helped yourself.
Mm, that's right. And especially when you have, Ashtanga Mysore program, you practice with same people for years. And you go to the transformationals, divorces and births and job changes and deaths, and people lose their loved ones, and you're witnessing that with them, and that it's pretty deep relationship that we form with another human being. And to me, that's one of the greatest gifts that I got through practicing yoga and sharing what I know.
Yeah, I feel it's like very valuable connecting to teachers that inspire you in being your best self, but
Mm,
also inspire you to meet all parts of yourself.
yeah, yeah, agree. So this was beautiful on the full moon. The Lion Gate was
Yeah.
yesterday, today, and
And it's going, we are ending the Mercury retrograde on the 11th, and today is the 9th full moon. And as you said, like in the second dimension, we will talk about feminine and masculine energy.
beautiful.
So the moon is feminine energy, and it stands for minus. So it's not the plus, it's negative energy, and it's all about nourishing and giving the ground, giving the moment to learn and to dive deep inward, but also to approach things with softness. And this ninth full moon stands for um, how do I say that? Zrelost, sazrelenie. Sometimes I lose my words. That's why I don't
Maturity
know.
or to
So is becoming ripe. Now I
ripe
have
or
the
mature or grown up into your
yes.
practice. Yeah.
And actually, it aligns with everything that we talked about when you say like it's ripe. This full moon energy of today gives us invitation to look at ourselves maybe in parts that are maybe hurting or not feel like free or understanding, and just spend the night and be naked in that and look at it and realize that you are the healer and
Mm,
you are the one who is being healed. And in that is when to be ripe, to have this to become whole or grown in that, we have to kind of find the love, find
mm,
and act from heart,
yeah.
really from compassion and heart, to look light and dark in ourselves, and then we are ready to transform it, like really embrace every part of yourself, loving it. And if it
Right.
doesn't work, love it more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, the union within, and that yin and yang presentation of the black and white, the light and darkness, they are all part of one unity, one whole.
Yeah, that is very. I think we will. The second dimension that we will talk about is all about polarities in nature. Everything exists of two.
That's
If
right.
you see that everything is the Shiva and Shakti, everything is Purusha and Prakriti, and all is like a dance. It's a tantric dance of finding this balance and finding this unity and
Beautiful.
oneness.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be very, I feel, beautiful experience for people in Sarajevo and in Bosnia who come to join. And I'm also looking forward to it. So thank you for,
Yeah, me too.
you know,
Thank you so much, Mike. And it is so lovely to be inspired and to have this moment. I have no idea how this happened, but I really appreciate it, and I thank you for the invitation. I cannot wait to get crazy and to dance and to go deep and to
That's
heal
right.
ourselves.
Same here. I'm really looking forward to that. And Balkan, Bosnia, Sarajevo needs that more freedom, more expression of who you are, and you know, enjoy the life. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for all your wisdom. And
Thank you too.
you're welcome.
It's very reflecting and very valuable. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. So enjoy the rest of your day, and see you in what, 5 weeks or so.
Yeah,
Okay.
21st of September. Join us, everybody. Let's have
Yes,
a party.
come. So we can evolve as a
Yeah.
team. Thank you.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Okay.